The Tucson City Council set to meet to decide how to implement a state law that makes it illegal to camp in parks and washes. That's the question the council is set to answer tomorrow. The vote first came up in March, and now the issue is coming up once again. But now the city is on the clock. News 4 Tucson's political specialist Eric Fink is live in Midtown to break it all down for us. Eric.
Sean, this all has to do with Arizona's Prop 312, a state initiative that was passed last fall by voters that gives a business owner or a property owner the right to sue a city or town if it doesn't enforce illegal camping bans, loitering, or panhandling. So it's already state law. Tucson has no choice but to comply with this. The only question now in front of the council, how do they enforce it? I spoke to two city council members tonight. They both say they want to be compassionate while also being practical here.
How can we as a whole community find the right balance? And it's really tough. It's really tough.
Tucson City Councilwoman Karen Ulick knows she and her colleagues have to enforce an ordinance within city limits banning camping in public parks and washes. But she's adamant she doesn't fear lawsuits or legal challenges.
It's less about fear of litigation, really trying to hold on to that compassion that Tucson is known for, and I believe still holds very central to our values by creating some boundaries.
Councilman Paul Cunningham says passing an ordinance is not only the responsible thing to do, it's also the safest.
No one really wants to pass a punitive law that is really difficult to enforce, but at the same time, we want to limit the exposure to the city for lawsuits and legal action. So at this point, I think we probably need to the responsible thing is to pass the laws. I was going to vote for the parks ordinance anyway back in March. Because the monsoon is coming up and people are at risk of getting flooding, we really don't need people camping in washes either.
Ulick knows something must be done to ensure the community can enjoy our public spaces.
I hear from teachers and nurses and working families all the time that they'd like to be able to utilize the parks. There's concern about running across hazardous materials related to camps.
And the expected vote tomorrow night in front of City Council comes just a little more than 2 weeks after a Tucson neighborhood, Hedrick Acres, won an appeal against the city over a homeless encampment in their community. We'll have coverage of that vote tomorrow night. We're live in Midtown tonight. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.
Thank you, Eric.